Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Merker in his TVP. This is a tier 10 game. This is actually a grand battle, as you can plainly see, I'm sure. And this is on the Valley map. Something I only just discovered as I boot up this game. That this is called Random Valley. And if you look at the game like file name, it's weird, but okay. And so yeah, before we get into this game, I do want to say that if you like this, then please do hit the like button. It really will, help out a lot, and it'll mean you're voting for Merker as MVP for this week. I'm going to pause it here because we're going to get into the action pretty fast, I'm pretty sure. Also, if you want more of this kind of content, then please subscribe to me and hit the little notification button so you can actually get all my videos instead of just whatever YouTube thinks you might like. And of course, in all things, thank the Patrons. Now, this is an older replay. Merker told me about this the night before I'm actually recording this. And he was like, so why'd you never put up the game? And I was like, what game? And so we had this big long conversation. Apparently he thought he'd sent this in. I had never got it. So yeah, if you don't see a game come up and like it was like one of your best or one of you're really, really, really proud of, talk to me. Sometimes I don't get them. Like this game. This is actually from like 3 or 4 months ago. Might be more than that. So yeah. It should be a good game, and I feel like there was something I forgot to say. He's teamed up with Ninja. On that, I think that is it. I still feel like there was something else I needed to say, but maybe I'll remember as the game goes on, or maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is a really great location on this map if you want to catch people out in the open. So I'm in fixed camera mode. So this is what he's actually looking at. He's trying to find the WZ, and so this WZ has progressed so far that Merker's going to be able to unload his entire clip into the back end of that guy, and only after doing his entire clip does he get spotted. Now, if he was somewhere back here, he might be able to unload the entire clip through these bushes without ever getting lit. As long as he was covered by these bushes, of course. Which is why I'm saying back here and not just back here. And so he's actually able to do a ton of damage from this location without really being in danger because of the fact that the enemy is more or less just running through his field of vision. The other thing you can do is if you pull up into these bushes early on in the game, and especially in anything that... Ooh, another target. He just unloads on the side of that poor moss. Unfortunately, only doing the one damaging shot. But, oh well. Anyway, so if you pull up into these bushes and something fast and auto-ish or a medium tank, any medium tank will do it, then you can catch enemy heavies as they cross this zone here. If you track one of them, then you can obviously do a ton of damage. And you can get a bunch of spine damage. And where does that mouse think he's doing? And why does he think this is a good plan? I don't know, but he is fastly learning that this is a bad plan. As he gets a ton of health shaved off. And Merker's going to reload. And I was going to say hit him again, but he's probably not going to be there for Merker to hit again. Teams are quite close, but apparently this guy is in fact going to be here. Because no one else is really shooting at him. Oh, there we go. Ninja takes him out. And pulls up. And apparently there's... Oh, we just saw a tree fall right there. There's the other mouse. Okay. Apparently he didn't learn by the fact that his friend just died here. And so he needs to be taught a lesson by, rolling through here all by himself. To 3,500 damage, right? And 2,500 spotting. And that mouse is still alive, but this is the guy I'm actually... Oh, no. I'll take that back. This is the guy I'm worried about. Sheridan comes up close enough to proxy spot us, and he's in a location that not many of our tanks are going to be able to shoot him in. Except maybe Ninja on the hill can probably hit him. Yep. Yep. And so they start to actually... I didn't even realize that these guys get him, so they start tearing him apart too. And between the two of them, they take him down. Now, unfortunately, we're losing this. Well, that helped. And now that Merker knows he's not lit, he's gonna pull just out far enough to start putting rounds into this poor Moss, and then of course it gets taken out by other fire because in order to turn itself so it wasn't flank on to us, he puts himself flank on to the guys up there. Now, unfortunately, has back end sticking a little too far out. This rock isn't particularly huge, and so he got shot by a T-62A, but that's easily solved. And the T-62A, I was gonna say, is not that bright and doesn't realize his engine deck is sticking out, but either he did or... Oh, hi. Seriously? I hate those shots. You missed by like a fraction of an inch because the guy backs up exactly the right time. Oh well. We're still losing this, unfortunately, but our heroes are still in it, so we still have a chance. Reloading it again. There's no point in giving up this position. He really actually needs to be holding this position, no matter what, because of the fact that we have a ton of tanks down here, and we have no one on this side of the center hill. So with Merker in this position, it anchors the team, and it means that no one can come across here without being punished, as this Bat Chat has just discovered. And he gets himself killed. Oh, he was reloading. He immediately hit the reload after firing out 3 shells. If he hadn't, he would have had 1 shell left for that Action X that was deciding to move. But unfortunately, he didn't still have a shell left, and so Action X gets away with an otherwise suicidal move. It's just the way it goes sometimes. You can't always predict exactly when you should be reloading and when you shouldn't be. And even sometimes when you do it pretty much exactly right, you still end up with, wait, he's coming back? Apparently he didn't learn and had to come back, and that's, ooh, yeah, you know what, for what was that, three shells into the T-62A and some spotting damage on him, I'll take 400 damage in return, right? It's like a good 1600 damage into the T-62A for 400 in return. Yeah, and yet we're still losing this, even after all these great trades that Merker's making. Come on, E5, just roll out into the open. Nothing bad is sitting here waiting to eat your soul. Right? Right. Come on, just a little closer. He's not coming this way, is he? Sad and unfortunate. The grill and the rest of them are going to get pushed as our friendlies start to push around this corner and push up towards their enemy base. However, with a grill here and the STRV, it's going to be hard for our team to actually get through there unless they make some sort of move like this TVP did, where he basically jumped the line. IS-7, that's an interesting place for an IS-7, especially now that we have a TVP effectively behind him. That TVP is unloaded and taken a chunk of the IS-7's health. At this point in time, Merker's going to have to think about moving. Most of the targets he was originally shooting at are gone. Except for this Leopard, who is apparently not actually close enough. And so he's going to need to think about moving up so he can take out the IS-7 or the Object 430. The only problem is, of course, that we just saw that a TVP has died in pretty much the same spot that we're looking to go to. And so until we get something taken care of, either the Leopard or something else, then we can't go forward. Actually, you can't go forward at all now because of the fact that our team is backed right off. even with all that health, they've decided that this flank isn't worth defending, and they've fallen back all the way. So we're gonna speed this up a little bit because, of course, if the team's falling back, we can't stay here, and so Marker's gonna have to. He's forced to switch flanks, even though the fact that we've been dominating that flank all game. So he needs to get up back towards the base. He's looking to get up to about the first spawn area somewhere where he can put fire down. Oh no, sorry, he's coming over here. Ah, he's with the Object 140 following our team. He's looking to actually ambush that guy. That's a good job. I would prefer if he was behind a tree, however. We're gonna slow this back down to normal speed. If he was behind a tree, then he'd have some cover. You notice he's down. He's out of standard ammo. He's down to heat and HE. I'm not particularly sure why he has HE in this tank. And definitely not why he has so many clips of it. I mean, I get one clip. I personally don't carry any HE in any of my autoloaders. So I understand one clip. I don't understand more than one clip of HE. Unless you know that the entire rest of the team is made up of artillery and thinly skinned tank destroyers, you're never going to use a full clip of HE. In a normal tank, 1 or 2 shells of HE, or even, well, I carry up to 5 depending on how much ammo the tank carries. That's understandable and really worth it. No, we should have just lost Ninja, taken out by the Evil Grill, but he took out the Leopard first, so that kind of balances it a little bit. So back to the HE story. HE is really great for a lot of things. It's great for taking out thinly skinned tank destroyers, artillery, tracking somebody so your team can demolish them. It's great for resetting caps. It's great for something like a T95 or a T29 that has super strong frontal armor, and is, that's all you can see is their best armor. You can load up some HE and take off the last like 45 hit points or whatever without too many issues, because of the fact that the HE will just do some damage, right? And so I've seen people shoot at T29s in the gun mantle for several minutes, just continuing bing, 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 because they will not load HE. They'll just sit there shooting AP or gold into the strongest part of an enemy armor, and then wonder why it's not going through. So HE is really great for a lot of things. It's not something you want in an autoloader because it takes so long to reload, and generally that time is better used in other ways, especially in an autoloader where you're gonna reload basically like you're loading for the next minute every time you reload, and so over the next minute you're probably not going to need HE that much, and it takes away a lot when you get into these types of situations where you could really use just a few more regular shells, and the fact that he's got so much HE takes away, means that it's going to be really hard for him now, because he, instead of having those 8 other shells to rely on, after he gets done with this clip, he's going to need to make HE work for the rest of this battle after he fires the next 2 shells. And 2 shells are not going to take out a 183. Unless he wrecks it. Which he doesn't do, but he does put enough damage into it that he can finish it off with a clip of HE. However, he's going to need to shoot the flanks and the rear and be up close enough that he can make sure that he hits actual flank and rear and not tracks. Oh, that's an SCRV. And he's not loaded yet. He's loaded now, but the thing should get one more shot. Nope, we get behind the rock in time. It does not, in fact, get a shot. And so he's just looking to... he was trying to track it. That didn't work. I didn't know that building was destructible. And this is the problem with HE. And this would have been a dead STRV had he had a normal loadout. But now he's gonna die. I mean, Ooh, unless he's slick, which he is, he's going to make it back off the cliff. No, don't go off the cliff yourself. That would be bad. Oh, T-62 comes in and saves his life. One normal clip there obviously would have done so much better than that clip of HE, but no, this is a bad plan. This is a bad plan. Thank you. Ooh. Seriously. Okay. There is a ramp right here. Why? And now you're in a spot. I'm gonna bet this is where he ends his game. Oh, it's a draw! I didn't notice the time. I mean, we were losing, but we could have pulled it out, I think. Oh, that's... Wow, okay. Well, that's a heartbreaking draw. Wow, okay. Let's jump over and see his battle result. Ace Tanker, yeah. Bruiser, Fire for Effect. 24 bonds earned for this game. That's crazy. This is a standard game, by the way. Like, I mean, he's not in a premium tank. This is a standard tank. He earns 144,000 credits and 2,000 experience. Wow. Confederate patrol duty. Just words. Words are having trouble coming out of my mouth right now. 800 experience on a defeat. Because that's what Wargaming counts us as. The fact that he got patrol duty and Confederate notwithstanding, Wargaming treats every draw as a defeat. So he's going to get a courageous resistance, or he should. But other than that, this is a defeat as far as the experience goes. And actually as far as credits go too. That's just crazy. 800 experience is more than some people get on victories. Pure 100% victories. Never mind a defeat. So you can see that, of course, battle payment is for courageous resistance. He gets 30,000. Achievements is courageous resistance. And then battle payments is reserves, I think. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's how it goes. And so, of course, you can see it gave him another 466 base or 700 experience with a premium account and for playing in Platoon. And so, this is non-doubled. This is just what he got for playing a great game. 40 shells fired. I'm assuming that by this point in time, Merker's not running so many HE on his TVP. I'm hoping that's what's going on anyway. Because those HE cost him in the end. If he'd been running regular shells, or even just heat shells, those that last clip into SRV would have been so different. And it actually would have probably meant that he could have gone on. So maybe, if not win the game, he would have at least done some serious damage to the enemy. Of course, not flipping himself would have been nice too. So obviously he's in the 6,000 damage club. If I ever get a 12,000 combined damage club, which I might do at some point, then he is a shoo-in for that too. Full 15-minute battle. I didn't even notice the draw was gonna happen. But it was a great game. I'm glad that it paid out a little bit for you. He actually made money considering the fact that he fired all of his heat ammo, his gold ammo. That is amazing. And the fact that he didn't use a single consumable that game. I didn't even realize that. He didn't get shot up enough that he had to use a consumable. And of course, it doesn't matter when he gets flipped on the side. Wow, that's kind of awesome. Well done, sir. This was a great game, and thank you so much for saying that, Merker. I'm glad we finally found it and connected. and I got to show everybody this great game. Please hit the like button if you think that he deserves an MVP for this. And can I get likes and comments if you guys think that I should start like a bi-weekly contest instead of the MVP, or maybe in addition to it, we'll have to see how that goes. But I was thinking something like a bi-weekly or maybe a monthly highlighted tank type. So tank destroyers, like the best tank destroyer replay, gets a little bit of gold and gets showcased on the channel as something special. I don't know, we can talk about that some more if you guys are interested. And of course, in all things, thank the Patrons, for they are amazing. And I will see you guys later. This ioEther out.